Okay, to win in the National Hockey League is extremely difficult. They're not all going to be Picassos. So credit to our group, we worked extremely hard. We grinded it out, but I don't think there's no perfect game, so we'll take this win.
It's a physical team over there. You've talked about a lot fighting the panic. I feel like you guys did a good job fighting the panic along the boards, getting physical. Some moments there, but what would you think of that performance there?
Yeah, I thought we had our moments, and we had some moments where we got probably a little shocked. And it's as much as we show it and talk about it, to go out there and feel it and go through it can be difficult when some of our young wingers, but it's a good experience for them to go through it.
You guys, after struggling with PK, have killed 17 straight now. How big did it really keep you guys tight today? Keep you on track?
Yeah, Doug Hood has done a great job of making some adjustments with it. Obviously got off to a slow start, and it's helping us win hockey games, along with our goaltending. And the one there in the third, we kill one off. Our bench, gets energy from it. We get momentum from it. So that was the big thing that we're getting from it.
That heaviness that Florida plays with, is that an element, kind of a next step for you guys to want to try to get to?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they also have some big human beings, so that helps you being heavy and physical. So, of course, we want to get there at some point. We want to be tenacious, and you can judge, you can measure a guy's height, you can measure his weight, but you can't measure heart. And I can tell you right now, we play with some heart tonight.
So, Coach, another great moment for celebrating. Even Marchand over there in Florida's locker room said great things about him. So what are you saying about celebrating year two?
I say this every day. He's a remarkable hockey player, person, competitor. He's the right guy. You want on the ice in crucial moments. I can't say enough great things about this young man. We're so lucky to have him.
How important is it for hard work to get rewarded this year, especially when so many times last year it wasn't?
Yeah, I think so. I think to get results, helps the belief factor. And we talk about it a lot. Hard work helps you believe more, and now we're getting some results, and now you add to that. So our guys have done a great job. This is a tough matchup for us as far as the back-to-back emotional win last night. To come out there and do that tonight, credit to the guys.
Is there any frustration with the officiating tonight? 5 straight calls against you guys. I guess how does the team not let it affect that?
Yeah, I think for the most part all year we've been pretty good about, something we talked about, early in the season of, stuff's going to happen. Bad bounces, bad calls you don't like, off a stanchion, go in the back in that. We got to have some mental toughness to push through it. Adversity, that is a part of life, and as much as this is an emotional game, I get emotional, it's frustrating. We still have to continue to earn some respect, probably from the officials a little bit, but that is what it is. It's a fast-paced game out there. There's tough calls. They have a tough job to do. I understand that. Obviously, we'd like them to go a couple of different ways, and so it is what it is.
When it comes to your goaltending, how much do you think that internal competition has benefited both Askarov and Development?
Yeah, I think competition drives you to be great, and I think that's what we're seeing right now. And I knew Ned would be that type of guy. Had him before. He's as competitive as it gets. Does not going to hand over the net. And Askey is just as competitive. I think it's a great duo we got. They support each other when they're in the net. With our schedule, we're going to need to use both of them. We've done that.
Mario talked about a playoff push, and that's not something that's been talked about a lot here in November and onwards. Just how good does it feel to even think about that? And also, too, for Mario, a guy who's been here a lot of tough times, that maybe a light in the tunnel here.
Yeah, I'm glad he's thinking that. To be honest with you, I'm really not thinking that. We just, it's a good win today. We did some good things. We found a way. We still have things to work on, and we want to keep getting better as a group, individually. We still have a long ways to go. We'll enjoy this. We'll have a day off tomorrow. We'll get right back to work on Monday, and we'll get a road trip that's going to be difficult. And we have to make sure we continue to take the steps forward and go through it together. And yeah, we of course, the end of the goal is we'd love to be in the playoffs, but we can't make the playoffs November 8th. We have to just keep getting better.
You spoke to Graf a few times lately, and now on the second line, he's facing some of their best players. What he thought about him?
Yeah, I thought he
tonight?
was really good again tonight. Did some really good things. He's getting, more firm in his game. He's playing on the inside. He's harder to play against in a sense of the way he thinks the game. I thought he was good again tonight.
You guys obviously are missing William Eklund in the lineup tonight. You guys are getting the results without him. What would adding him back into the lineup mean for this group?
Yeah, he's obviously one of our better players, and he's skilled. He deepens us. So hopefully we'll have him back for the road trip.
You mentioned the young wingers being surprised by some of the heaviness, the quickness of some of the Panthers along the wall pinching. Obviously, you're not going to gain the size you need like overnight, but what can your young wingers do a better job of in future games this season?
Yeah, I think we want to start our battles up higher in the defensive zone, and we're getting shrunk down quickly instead of setting our battles up higher, inside the blue line. So that's something that we'll continue to work on, fighting that panic. We have probably a little bit more time to make a play at times. And it's not just on the winger. We need our center in that pocket. We need to be a little bit more connected to work that puck out. We did a few good, a few good examples of that throughout the game. And we just got to improve on that area of our game, and it'll come with reps and going through it and failures, but we've made strides for sure. It's just we got to work on that.